So the first one, this is what people usually think of when they think of averages. They think of the mean. It's called the mean. And the way you find the mean is you add up all the numbers and you divide the total by the number of numbers. So what you do is you add up the numbers we've given. So 9, 7, 7, 9, 3. So if we add them up, we've got 9, 16, 23, 32, 35. So we write 35 for our total. And then number of numbers means you just actually count them. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 numbers. So the number of numbers is 5. So we're just going to divide the total, 35, by the number of numbers, which is 5. And 35 divided by 5 is 7. So that's your mean. Very simple. Let's just do one more so you can see. So we're going to add up all these numbers first. So we've got 9, 12, 16, 19, 22, 26, 29, 36 there. And then if you count your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. So we're going to do 36 divided by 9 is 4. So your mean is 4. So that's quite straightforward. Right, the next one we have here is called the median. Median. It's a little bit like medium, but it's median. And that's the number that comes in the middle. But what's very, very important when you're doing the median is you must put the numbers in order of size first. So we're going to put these numbers in order of size. Now a good way to do it is to cross them out as you go, and then you don't miss things out. So if we look here, we've got 2 1s. There's a 1 there and a 1 there. So I'm going to write 1, 1. Then we've got 1, 2, 3 3s. We've got a 4, got a 6, a 7, and an 8. Now we want to find the middle number of those. Now a good way of doing that is to cross off the ends. So we're doing more crossing off, but let's do it in a different colour so we can see. So if we cross off the ends, we cross off 1 and 8. Then we do it again, we cross off 1 and 7. Then we do it again, we cross off 3 and 6. Then we do it again, cross off 3 and 4. And what we're left with in the middle there is your median, so it's 3. So that was simple. Right, let's try the next one. So we've got 2, then we've got 3, then we've got 2 8s, and we've got 2 12s, 16, and we've got 18. So we're going to try and find the middle, so we cross off the ends. So we cross off 2 and 18, we cross off 3 and 16, we cross off 8 and 12, but this time we've got 2 numbers left in the middle, and that's because we had an even number of numbers. In this one we had an odd number of numbers. So when you've got 2 numbers left, what you do first of all is you add them together. So we're going to say 8 add 12 is 20. And then you divide this number by 2. So we say 20 divided by 2 is question 5. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. We've got 1, we've got 2 4s, got 5, we've got 2 6s, and we've got 2 7s. So we take the ends off, 1 and 7, 4 and 7, 4 and 6, and we're left with 5 and 6 in the middle. So we add those together, 5 plus 6 is 11, and then we need to do 11 divided by 2. Now there's a simple way of doing half of an odd number. You take 1 away, which leaves 10. Half of 10 is 5, and then you just put 0.5 on the end. So your answer is 5.5. You could write that as 5.5, and that would be the same, but it's usually better to write numbers with a decimal point in unless you've actually got fractions in the question. Right, so that's your median. Now the next one's called the mode, and the mode is the one you've got the most of. Now the best way to do this is to start the same way as you did with the median and write out your numbers in order of size. So if we have a look here, we've got a 4, then we've got a 5. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 6s. Now I'm going to group those together so I can see what I've got here. We've got 2 8s, I'll group those together, and we've got 1, 2, 3 9s. Now when you do it like this, it's very obvious what you've got the most of. We've got the most of is 4 6s. So your mode is 6. Okay, so let's have a look at another one. So number 7, we've got 2 1s, we've got a 2, we've got 2 3s, we've got a 4, we've got a 5, we've got 2 6s, we've got a 7, and we've got a 9. Now this time you can see we've got 2 1s, got 2 3s, and we've got 2 6s. So they're all the mode. You can have more than one mode. So the mode is 1, 3 and 6. Right. Okay, now the last one's the simplest one. It's called the range, and all it says the difference between the highest number and the lowest number. That means just means you do the highest number, take away the lowest number. So we'll have a look at number 8 here. The highest number here is 24 and the lowest is 1. So you just say 24, take away 1 is 23. So that's your range, 23. And then this one, the highest number is 24, the lowest number is 3. So you just do 24, take away 3 is 21. Very straightforward. Right, and that's your 4 different types of averages. So that's all we need to do today.